persevere injured. The food will not digest well because you are scared. We cannot dispute the fact that it has always been in the news. State of emergency will speed up anti-insurgency efforts. One large-scale troop deployments can defeat Boko Haram coming from northern elders.
There's some discussion somewhere.
Good afternoon and welcome to Newspaper Review on African Renaissance Television. I am Mary Balizi and I have with me here in the studio
Edith to say.
Edith Hussein. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Wow, it's a sunny day. Everywhere is hot already.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the heat. So we have Asaba already in the studio. Good afternoon, beautiful ladies.
Good afternoon.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I hope we are experiencing same weather. This place is hot. I don't know for Asaba. It's hot today here in Abuja.
Yeah, it's cold.
It's cold because it rained throughout the night. So
Wow.
it's not.
It rained here too, but it's hot now.
It's rained as well, but it's hot now. Anyway, that's Nigeria for you.
Yeah.
That's Nigeria for you. Different place, different weather. You know, a lot is happening already. A lot of things. Like yesterday, we were talking about the son of the president that actually was saying that she shared Bible for his 40th birthday, and it has actually caused a lot of reactions. You know, one thing is there's no way everybody will accept what you do. That is why you have a opposition. When it comes to politics, it is something that you cannot even avoid. When you want to do something, you see people complaining. You know, you go to a particular area, people tell you that the bad road is causing a lot of accidents. You understand, in that particular area, and they want it to be fixed. But if you fix the road, they'll tell you that you leave a lot of important projects to go fix the road. I know of a time where I wanted to go and interview them, like in the FCTA. A lot of people came out to protest because of bad road. They said the bad road was leading to kidnapping and all of that. You get, and it was not really aiding development in that place. So they came to protest in the office of the minister here in FCTA. So I was just wondering, these same people that are coming to protest because of bad road, they'll tell you that what Nigeria need is not road. We need employment. So what do we really want? Is it that every time when we have governments in power, we always want to say this is what we want. But even if you do what we want, we still complain.
Yeah.
Yes, unlike apart from the opposition that will come and tell you this party is not doing, even we as Nigerians, we keep complaining. We say things are expensive, but if they bring that same thing down, we will not on our own want to reduce the price. We take advantage of everything. You see, yesterday I was complaining bitterly about Pengasin and the strike, right?
Hi.
It's causing a lot of scarcity in gas. Well, the thing is, we Nigerians, the people that are selling this gas, even if at the end of the day, if they call off the strike and go back as normal, the question is, will the price of the gas go down? Are they going to reduce it? We also take advantage of everything, regardless of how we come to complain about our leaders, how they are not up and doing. We as Nigerians, what are we doing positively to contribute to the society at large, where we find ourselves? What do we do to our fellow humans in our daily lives? Maybe we'll start from even maybe your offices, your workplace. You understand? What impact are you making? We come to complain that the president is doing this, the president is doing that. I think one of the things they were saying yesterday, because they traveled to Rome, so the video was actually there online, surfaced online, and everybody were watching and complaining that is the only traveling that this man has been doing since he managed the seat of the president. The question is, if you are there, you know, it's good to always put yourself, you understand, under somebody's shoe. If you are there, how are we sure you will not be traveling as well? How are we sure you will not say you are traveling to a kind of develop the country which you are leading, maybe as a president or as a governor? So it is one thing for us to, if we say we want to make Nigeria a better place, we want to make a difference, right? I think it has to start with us making a difference, making it a better place. And the truth is, if we keep complaining online, if we keep complaining with no actions, at the end of the day, it's still the same thing. The same Nigeria of 2020 is what you meet in 2020. But in fact, that is the same thing. It's even getting worse. The one that also was complaining yesterday was not agreement of since 2009, and now they are going on strike. So things are not changing. Rather, things are even getting worse. But my point in this whole thing is, if you are complaining that our leaders are doing this, if you are to be in that position, right, what will you do to make a difference from what they are doing? We complain of not having farmers, not having people that are farming to produce food for us. But to be sincere, if we be sincere with ourselves, we look down on farmers.
Yes.
If someone comes and tell you that I'm a farmer, and maybe the person approach you for marriage, you might not even accept. That's the plain truth. We
Yes,
look
yes,
on them
that is
that
it.
because they are farmers, why will I settle down with a farmer? You understand? But we want farmers. You want something that for you don't want for yourself. Yes, you want you yeah, people are not farming, people are not going to farm. But you look at people that farm as poor people. It's the common thought of Nigeria. It's the common way that Nigerians view farmers. You look at them like they are not your class. That day, Chris was asking us on the show that if a farmer come for you, come and ask for hand in marry, will you marry? And we're like, okay, it depends. It depends, you get
Which one
because
is it depends?
it
Depends
depends.
on
A
what.
farmer is a farmer. It doesn't depend on anything.
So that's
What
it. It
Mary?
depends. You said?
I say it depends on what.
And I feel like they have different categories of farmers, which is these ones that are
Rich
classic.
farmer and poor
You
farmer.
understand? They don't need to go to the farm with hoes, stain themselves. You get maybe there are people that are working for them. But why will you see that kind of people now?
The thing is
So
that
that's
a
it.
farmer is a farmer.
No matter what you
It
do.
just have to do with the advancement of machines, the advanced machines they use in tilling their soil. All farmers till the soil. So
Whether
a farmer is
you
a
are
farmer.
fishing,
Whether you're using a
yes,
tractor,
whether
a
poultry,
hoe,
yes.
a cutlass, a farmer is a farmer. So long you till the soil, you plant, and you harvest, a farmer is a farmer.
That's true. So we'll start with the Punch newspaper. The big story on the Punch. 2027. Opposition splits over NAS poll shift plan. And the writer says NAS bill seeks to move presidential governors poll to November 2026. PDP, NNPP, alleged tenure extension plot, ADC, Labour Party differ. There's no way they will come to an agreement because we have a time where they conduct governorship election.
Yeah.
So if you are shifting it and it will now make the president to have extra time,
Yes.
do you think they will
Tenure.
accept?
No, no, no.
So that is why they are having this disagreement. They have not come to a conclusion though, but that disagreement is there. But let's look at it on the normal side. If you tell me that we are supposed to conduct governorship election February and you are going to conduct it November, it means you are giving the president more extra time to stay for 2027.
Exactly.
So the whole thing is now looking like a political move, even if we know it might not really be, but that's how we are seeing it. It's looking like a political move. So that is why it's looking as if National Assembly, they are kind of divided with the whole thing, but it's still a developing story.
I don't understand. Are they trying to change the constitution? No, the constitution states that it's 4 years. A governor, a president should
It
rule
is the
for 4
month.
years.
The month of the election will affect the stay of the president.
Exactly.
I hope you know. So they are shifting the months.
It's a
If
strategy.
you want to conduct it November instead of February, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
It means you are changing it. And one thing you need to understand is anything that makes you change a particular pattern, you understand, into another pattern, every other person wants to adopt it. You get my point? If, for example, maybe a governor is supposed to stay for 4 years and something happens, they have to stay 4 years, 3 months. Another person might come and say, I want to stay 4 years, 6 months. If there's a particular way in which things should be done, I feel like we should follow that same pattern because when it comes to Nigeria and politics, it's not a one man something. Even though we feel like sometimes we say when it comes to politics, some people are actually the leader, what they say is what they will do. That's not true. If what they say is what they will do, why do we vote? Why is there something like INEC registration? Why is something, voters registration? Why do we want voters card? Why do we want to vote?
be
If you think
renewed.
those things don't count, maybe everybody should sit back and watch them call the winner. And by we not voting, let's see if it's going to work. So there's a structure in which we do these things. There's a plan how it should go. You get. So let's stop making it look like the leaders vote don't count. That is something I've always said. Vote don't count. I don't really think I accept that. It counts. Maybe the person you vote might not be the winner. Doesn't mean that. You understand? Vote don't count. It counts. If it doesn't, they will not say register your for voters card. They would have just left it like that. Even them saying that we should adopt the system of a NIN, it means they want more people to vote.
Yeah.
It is not like that something can be done, no, but they still need that vote. It means the vote itself is important and counts. So it's good we all have that in our mind. So there's also this story that says okay, slaying husband's family slams Tinubu pardon for Miriam Sanda. That was yesterday. We're talking about a lady that killed her husband and has been in prison, but the president had to grant pardon to most of the prisoners, even drug dealers, all those people that takes a lot of drugs, people that traffic drugs, you get, and some other cases. So you grant them pardon. We're saying it yesterday already that how do you think the family of the man will feel?
Exactly.
They said it hurts them so deeply because now they're now seeing that the wife of their brother or their son or their family member, right, that killed him is already out because of the president pardon, which
So
I know fully well.
what would they want? What would they want the government to do? To kill the woman or to keep her in prison? Which one?
It's supposed to be life imprisonment. When you kill somebody in Nigeria, it's sentenced to life imprisonment. Yes, but I think she stayed there for just 5 years.
Keeping her in the life imprisonment bring back the man. It won't bring back the man. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
She's alive.
Gloria.
Is she supposed to kill somebody? Sorry,
Gloria.
is she supposed to kill somebody?
Gloria, I
Is that
feel
justifiable?
No, what is not justifiable, we know, but the grievance of the family, the way they are seeing the woman and they feel bad that the woman is free. So she being in the prison, she being alive is the same thing as she being like free right now, because the only thing I feel will even justify the death of their brother or son is when the woman dies too. But the fact that she's still alive, well, the death is not even avenged because the person that killed the guy is still alive. She's still breathing. So it's the same thing. Being in the prison, being outside the prison, she's
It's
alive.
not the same. I
And the
disagree
person,
with you on that. Because you know, when you are in prison, you are restricted from a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's still as if you are not with people.
but you're
Because
breathing. You're
yeah,
waking
you're
up
not
every
with
day.
people. But they know that you are suffering. It's just like the
Yeah,
police.
they
It's
know
not free.
they know that
It's not everybody that suffer in prison.
you being
No.
in prison.
They give them some kind of. Do you know if that woman is bribing people to give her some kind of treatment? They give
We
her
don't
food.
know.
She's in a better place in that prison. Just that she's being kept there.
But at least she being in prison, they know that okay, she's in prison. But seeing her moving every day, going about her daily activity, if possible, she might even get married again. And then
But
she's
have you
enjoying her
have you have you
living
thought
her
of
life.
the fact that that woman being released, she might not be safe.
How?
Yes.
Yes,
They
they
might
might
want
want
to
to
She
kill her.
being in that, she being in the prison. She's as in that one is you have you're 100% sure that she's safe, because of course you can't unalive anybody in the prison. It's against the law, except you're told to do that lawfully. But she roaming free on the street, I would even
She's
advise she should be very
that
careful and
also.
watch her back, because those
Because
people that wanted her behind bars,
they could just
they
come
will
Yes.
not,
and
they will not happy seeing her. Yes,
do her something.
And end her life.
Yes, yeah.
exactly my point. Because let's look at it from both ways, whether she's free or not. It was even better or safer for her inside of the prison than out here
But she
roaming the
wouldn't see
street.
it that way now.
Yeah. Yes.
She wouldn't see
So
it that way.
whichever way we see it,
I think maybe why
That's
why
the
the
God.
opposition, why they are not happy with the thing is, you know, if someone commits a crime, you understand, and if you say like the latest Senachi husband that they said should be sentenced to life imprisonment, the woman is gone. You
Yeah.
understand,
They killed him.
and you know that the punishment is life imprisonment,
yeah,
and tomorrow you see that the man is out. You know, at the end of the day, look as if the person that died is the one that has lost. You understand in the process. So why I feel like releasing her is not the same thing with she being in prison is this. If she's in prison, there are a lot of things she cannot get her life back on track. Let's be realistic. She cannot get her life back on track. Now that she's out, she can work. She can do something for herself.
an ex-convict.
Yes.
In which firm?
Oh, she can't work. Can't she do business?
Yes.
Is she going to be idle? Is she going to just stay back
No,
like that?
she can do business, but working in a respectable firm.
Okay, if another person commits that kind of crime, you understand, and the person goes scot free, not so that it look as if we are favoring some people, you understand, why other people are not being favored. That is where the favoritism comes in play.
The thing here, I think we are shifting from the bone of contention here. The bone of contention is not the crime she committed. It is who the president chooses to free.
Which is wrong by the
Exactly,
opposition party.
yes, yes. It is who the president chooses to free, because they have that right to free anybody they choose to. So the bone of contention is the president's choice, not really the crime this person's committed.
That's true. Okay, so back on the punch, there's this a popular let me not call any name, I will say allegedly though. Nobody will say they don't know Evans. I'm coming, let me.
Ah, that
Yeah,
is
so we have
is it back?
Lagos rearranges kidnap kingpin Evans over two cops murder. There was this story that he killed two police. Evans, okay, that's his picture here. So now they are, according to the story, taking him to court again. My own
Please.
is in this
We never
Nigeria.
end
I don't.
story.
You said
I say this Evans, is
he's
it
still
still
alive.
operating? He's still alive.
No, he has been in prison, but they are taking him to court again. That's what they are saying. Even if not for
Oh,
now that I'm seeing it, you get. I feel like there are people that they have really been into this murder thing. The way they keep them and say prison, just like when you hear about these herders, you
Yeah.
understand? The way they kill people. Next you hear that okay, they caught some of them and they have been in prison. That is that thing, that same thing we are saying. Like Abuja now suffering from one chance killings and all of that. The next thing you now hear that they arrested them. You know my problem with all these things? You release them, making it look as if we arrest these people for them to gain freedom.
Yeah.
And tomorrow you come and say no to jungle justice because jungle justice is not good. You get it means we are taking laws into our hands. But you free people for crimes, and you still allow them to go scot free. So what is the lessons? Maybe the question should be, what is the lesson? What do we now learn? Is it that when you commit a crime, if you are being arrested, you don't need to be scared? You see, like the lady, the Arise right? I've been able to get some suspects. People were saying it, which is the truth. What will happen now? If it happens to be that this suspect that they arrested, right, were actually those people that really went for that robbery, do you think they will put them life imprisonment? Do you think they will in any way end them, unalive them? They will not. Are they not still going to be released? So what I don't understand is why
Go
we are
through the
not.
stress of
Yes,
arresting them.
if it's in the Western world, I believe if you commit a crime and you go to the prison, just like Ike Peremadu, is it out? No, it's not out. If you commit a crime, you know that the reason why I should be scared of not doing this thing, because if I commit this crime, I will not go scot free.
Exactly.
That fear will be there. But you know that in the Nigerian own system, we don't have that fear in us, because we believe that if I do this thing, if you arrest me, I can still come out. A lot of prisoners come out every time, and we can tell ourselves the truth. Some people that come out because of crime cases, when they come out, they still go back because you don't learn in prison. What did they teach them there? You are being arrested because you stole, and when you are being released, you go back and maybe you now gang up again and become worse.
Now let me say this. There are two types of criminals. Number one, hardened criminals, the ones that have sworn never to change.
Yes.
They keep visiting the prison cells, and that's basically their second home. And there's another type of criminal, those ones who are being backed up by, I wouldn't want to say anything other than that. Those ones that have serious backups, that they know that anything that happens, even if they are arrested, they will be released. So in these cases, we are now confused as a common Nigerian. Is this person actually a hardened criminal, or the this person's backup is stronger
This
than the
man,
law?
Edith, you know that they have been looking for this man for long. This man that I
Evans,
posted, yes,
yes,
they've been
I
looking for him
know.
for long.
The story
A
was
lot of people don't even know that
everywhere.
he's still alive. So tell me, if this kind of person comes out, let's be realistic. If this kind of person comes out, are you thinking he's just going to repent?
He is not going to see the story I heard during this Evans arrest. during the time he was arrested was that he would contact you. You don't even get to meet him. He just gets your number, contacts you, gives you a particular location on who to spy on for a week or month.
Really?
Yes. So I heard allegedly, because everything now allegedly. So he will
This is
give you,
allegedly.
yes, he
My
will
dear,
give you.
allegedly will not save you.
Ah,
It will not save you. That's the truth.
so he would give you information on a particular person. You would spy on the person, and then that's it. You just give him the details, the information of everything you've been able to gather, and the next thing you hear, gone, missing, all those kind of things. So for the Vance case, I don't know whether it's a combination of hardened criminal or a backup. I can't say for sure. Because tell me why this man was free. Tell me. Explain to me why he was free. For those numerous kidnapped. No, no. Are we joking?
My dear. The question you asked is very important. Are we joking?
Honestly.
Everybody is just actually they kind of doing what they like, because when you commit some crimes in the country, you definitely go scot free. And yesterday, like Harrison Gwamnish, the activist, was talking about, we don't even have a good tracking system. That is why people can commit crimes. You understand? It's difficult to track them.
Mm-mm.
But
I
if you say
disagree.
anything, no, I'm still
Saying against the government, you can easily be tracked.
yeah. But if
God
you say
bless
anything against the
you.
government,
I
that
saw
was
it
not.
yesterday. He said
That
you
was what
should
he
He
said.
said it. I
don't
quote
track
him.
criminals.
So we don't have good
Our
tracking
people
system.
don't track criminals. It's only
But
track people that
anybody
sit
that says
against the
anything against the government, you
Can be
understand,
tracked.
can be tracked. So why is that they cannot help to fight against these criminal
I keep
issues?
saying
This
it.
is security
Yes,
issues.
I keep saying these things. The government can track whoever they want to track, except they do not want that case to be
That is
settled.
it. That is
If they
it.
do not want that case to be solved, or there are people involved that they don't want them being put out there, they will act as if they don't have the necessary equipment or facilities to track these persons. But if it is a case of let's bring it out there, everything will be put in check, put it to place, and this person will be tracked. Say one word against the government and you'll be tracked. But do something that has one or two let's say a public figure involved in it, and then the case remains unsolved. We have it. We can track whoever. Let nobody lie to you. In Nigeria, we can track whoever
We
we
want
want
to
to track.
track. That's true. That was why that Enugu man that was killing people, when he
Yeah.
wanted to escape, he was caught. So
So
if
how
the,
was he caught?
if the government actually mean that they want to get you, they will.
Uh-uh.
If something happens, and even our police that we downgrade these days, if they want to work towards investigating on something and coming to the end of it without leaving it halfway,
Yeah.
they will. So I feel like there are things we put our energy on. You
They
understand?
select these
Yes.
cases. They
But you see,
select.
in this aspect of insecurity that affects the masses at large, I feel like they should put their energy on it. It is not only when you say something against the government, and no matter where you are, when they find you, they will get you. You understand? When they now the council that is in the court right now, what happened? He's in prison, always going for court case. Did they get him in Nigeria? No. This other man that was in Finland, that is a Simon Ekpa, he was not caught in Nigeria. So it means any country you go to, if they want to get you because you committed any offense in Nigeria, they will. So how comes we actually having the capacity to kind of arrest people outside Nigeria, maybe bring them back to Nigerian prison to stay, but the ones that are causing damages in the country, we cannot get them.
The cases that these people have decided to solve. Okay, let's say the cases they decide to solve depends on the individuals involved. So that's just the conclusion of everything. If the individual involved has a longer, you understand what I mean? The
Yes.
case will remain unsolved. But if it is just something, especially if it has to do with the opposition party, hey, trust me, we will put it out there. So these things can be solved. Don't let anybody lie to you. It can be solved.
That's true. So we move to the next paper, which is Vanguard. So we have do or die clash, three teams, one chance. That is like on the sports decks. the Vanguard. Nigeria's fate on knife edge. And we have another story that says NNPCL orders hike petrol price to 922 naira in Lagos. Hike petrol price. We are talking about gas. Anyway, the 955 naira in Abuja, and the federal government directs BCs to submit attendance compliance report as ASU strike begins. You can't intimidate ASU with no work, no pay. NLC tells federal
They
government.
don't. They don't get. They don't. They don't gain ground now. They
Eh,
know that they always do these things and get away
we
with
not we
it.
are not hearing NLC voice. Wow, thank you, NLC.
Uh-uh.
Nice one. No,
They were just silent.
yes.
It
So
doesn't mean that they were not involved. Though. Their silence. Child, Jesus.
we have Tinubu Khan mourn as Reverend Umar Opai passes on at 80 years. May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
And insecurity won't end with guns. Amechi wants. Amechi, this presidency you are looking for, you will get it. So that's my prayer for him. He has been there. He has been there, always talking about insecurity. Even the one he said, if they make him a president within 3 days, he's going to end insecurity. Coming from somebody that's where you ruled as a governor, as a governor,
See,
you
it's
people are
easier said
the
than done.
you people are the highest. No, you want to confuse us. What's up with all the bad boys, all the cultism that is happening in his states where he was the governor? What did he do during that time? How comes he wasn't able to stop it and say, okay, no cultism, you get, and all of that? So the thing is, these are the things that they do. Anytime anybody wants to
I think he did.
come into, he did what?
I think he did.
He did what? He didn't do
tried.
anything.
He tried his best.
He didn't do anything. Yes. So if he cannot conquer a state, it's a country you conquer. Are we joking here? You cannot conquer a state, and you want to conquer a country within 3
Just
days.
want you want to conquer a country that has 36 states. If you
Within
cannot
3
do
days.
one,
You get, if you want to be a president, there are other things you should say, because we know that this is security issue in Nigeria. I know fully well, according to him, that the government, you understand, should also be present, coming with the security forces to fight it, which I can understand, because if you will say guns, these people, they also have guns. You get, so we need to
Yes.
actually go out there and see how we can fight it, which is always talking about. But my problem with Nigerian politicians is this: at the time when you want to gain a particular position, you're always out there making it look like you will do what this other person is not doing, because you are not there. But when you are there, you understand, you will not be able to do much.
I think I understand what Amechi is
And
saying.
when you are in, you are already in.
I
you
think
can-
I understand what Amechi is saying. He believes that dialogue can solve a lot of problems. Because I remember when he was the governor of Rivers State, he engaged that dialogue with those people you feel were terrorizing Rivers State. He engaged dialogue with them, and it was a bit calm. So I feel that he's saying you cannot fight these people with guns. You have to. Was it amnesty they call
Now
it?
let me just go through what he said. Former Minister of Transportation and ex-Governor of Rivers State, Chibuike Rotimi Amechi, has warned that Nigeria's security challenges will persist unless leaders combine economic empowerment and inclusive governance with military force. Now, he said, speaking during an interactive session with youth members of African Democratic Congress Coalition on Sunday, October 12, 2025, Amechi said the root causes of insecurity in Nigeria were poverty and inequality, not religion or ethnicity.
Yes, because I remember he empowered some of these persons that were terrorizing
I'm
this
coming.
thing.
Any leader who wants to resolve the issue of insecurity in Nigeria, we know that physical policy alone will not be the solution, no matter how much you equip the police and the army.
Exactly.
The other people will continue to equip themselves, which is true,
It's
to
true.
fight back the state actors, he said. Amechi stressed that over-reliance on the military without addressing economic deprivation only fuels instability, noting that true national security begins with policies that expand opportunities and restore citizens' trust.
Exactly, opportunities.
government.
Yes,
That's
because
true.
if this some of these, it's not as if they enjoy terrorizing this state. If they are given that opportunity, they will find something else doing.
Which
If
is
you're
the
busy.
kidnapping,
Exactly,
banditry,
yes.
armed robbery, poverty.
Yes, during Amechi's time, I remember he made sure to empower these persons, not with guns, but opportunities that kept them busy. He had a dialogue with them.
That's true.
So,
Right.
everything does not. If you fight, there's a saying that you can't fight evil with evil. If you fight them,
No, you can't. You
if
can't.
you fight them with guns, they'll reinforce themselves. They'll reinforce and fight you back. So I think we should adopt what Amechi said, use dialogue, and then try to create opportunities for these persons, because, like it or not, among these people that are terrorizing the states, we have graduates, we have creative persons, we have talented Nigerians. Whereas, whereby if opportunities are created or given to them, they utilize their potentials. So let's adopt that dialogue form and drop our guns. It's not everything we fire for fire. Sometimes communication goes a long way in solving issues.
That's true because I believe that when you say poverty, a poor person cannot have this kind of ammunition these people have.
Uh-uh.
It costs a lot of money. So how comes they're able to afford it? This one is another thing we need to ask questions
You
on.
think they don't
If
have
you say
backup?
if you say I'm poor, you understand? How can I afford this kind of ammunition?
This
That is even beyond my own country's military.
Exactly. These people
You
are
get?
being these people are being empowered by somebody who has these funds.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. They are being empowered by someone who has these funds.
Yes.
Do you understand? So now let's say you as a government, you as a leader or a governor or a president, will offer this person an opportunity, come and do something better with your life. Do you think that person would choose to put his life on the line for the other person that always empowers him, or yes, empowers him with guns and everything? He would choose that amidst yours. No, they will go for something better that would improve their life and help them work freely. See, freedom is underrated in this country, because I believe freedom should be overrated. There's nothing like freedom. So
That's
you
true.
offer someone freedom against a prison, against being in hideouts, against a life that he or she cannot put out there in public. I tell you, that person will choose freedom. So let's do better. Let's create opportunities and adopt this dialogue form so that it can help us.
Yeah, that's true. So the last story I'll be taking on the Vanguard says federal government director VC to submit attendance compliance reports as ASU strikes begin.
Yeah,
Okay,
very
oh,
good.
it is not to say you want to go on a strike. It
Yes,
is now we know those ones that are going to classes, those
yes.
ones that are doing their
Yes.
jobs. It's easy to say we want to go on strike because
Now
of
now the federal
eh,
government is doing the right thing that they should have done a long time ago to be checkmating
Right,
these
right.
lecturers.
Gloria, you said the right thing. Haven't you been to school? To school where, let me not say haven't you been to school when you were in school, Gloria? Were there no list compiled as attendance? You were not in class, but your name is under attendance. How far?
even with this thing, you can't still get it right
Hell
because
no.
now it will be showing
Na
that
here we
it will
dey
be
o.
showing that most of these lecturers were attending classes.
That is
They
the
can
truth.
Yes.
manipulate things.
Things can be manipulated. Give us strong these things, strong conditions that we know they can't bypass it. And then we know you're doing something. Which one is attendance?
Meaning they should be asking from the students, or how are they going
How
to
would
do
they
it?
now ask from the
How will they
students?
do it?
Yes,
How will they
attendance
do
might
it?
not really do the job. I think they should go for something else. Well, let's think of something else.
It's going to
What
be
can
difficult. If you
Yes.
say students, it's
Which
still
students
you
won't
can
fail
yes,
exams?
yes.
No
Because
one do
if
that
I
one
report
now.
my lecturer, I can fail.
Uh-uh.
You understand?
Yes.
So that's another thing. It is still the attendance, but the attendance can be manipulated. So the truth is, at the end of the day, if only the VCs, this attendance still has to do with the VCs being sincere with themselves, being truthful to themselves. Yes, that's the thing.
Sincere.
There's one to be done. No, even these lecturers, how many of them have this sign in and sign out? The attendance. How many of them has this thing you call attendance?
You're
Because
saying
if there's attendance, they will not sit back and be communicating with their course rep. The course rep does like almost everything for them. Sells their textbook, you understand? Assign assignments to their coach students, you get, and also inform them when there will be test or when there will be exam. Sometimes the test has to do with you buying the textbook for you to pass. That even if you write anything you write in
right.
that book, heaven and earth, you will not pass if you don't get to buy the book.
Yes.
So that's another thing.
I feel what they should do, what the government should do is sending a representative unannounced
Yeah.
to go get
Yeah.
that book. Unannounced though. To go there pretending to be a staff, get this attendance book and then submit it to you guys. But announcing we need attendance book, trust me, the previous attendance book that was there has been changed even as we speak, and we have a new one there, including all the names of VCs that have not been to work.
That's
So
true.
these things should not, you don't want to, if you're trying to get the truth out of someone, you don't just give the person clues.
But I like the way the federal government is following them.
Like an expo of what you want to do.
Following, how are they following? They're following that you still, at the end of the day, you fall into their, you have to,
You know, before
grant their
when they say they want to go on strike, I don't think the federal government really do not have much to say today. You get, they say they want to go
Well,
on strike, and the next thing they say for some time, you look as if they will not beg them, they will not negotiate, they will not come back. So at least for them to even say bring attendance to show that they know that most of them are not working.
Yes, no.
They
The
know.
government knows these things. It's just that once in a while, probably once a month, you send in someone to just get these books and then come unannounced. And then I bet you that these people will not just wake up one morning and decide to go on strike when they know they are not working and they know that they can be caught. So this thing should not be announced. You already announced we need attendance. Wait for the new one that have been compiled. That will be compiled, if only it has not been compiled already.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, viewers, this would be a good place to wrap up the show or newspaper review. So, Asaba, do you have anything to say before we call this show a wrap?
well, it's been an amazing show, so it's a good place to wrap up.
Uh-uh. You don't have anything to say.
The country's situation is so overwhelming
That
that
is
we
what
don't
about
know what to say. I say the situation in the country is so overwhelming that we've been talking and talking and talking. Oh, if only our government will adhere to everything we have been saying all this while, it will make a better
Yeah.
change. So I think we can
That's
wrap
true.
up
Thank you so much. We've been talking every day about Nigeria's problem. It's not stopping anytime soon. It's just we being positive that the country will
Yeah.
change. You get,
Keep the hope alive.
yeah. Let it not be like we are discouraging every other Nigerians. I don't think we should come on the national TV and discourage people.
No,
I think what we do here is make them believe that Nigeria can still be good, Nigeria can still be better. If we say we don't have good leaders, we can still have good leaders. And how can you get good leaders? When you vote, when you go out there to vote during election.
Put your conscience.
Yes,
so-
when you don't sit back and complain that you have bad leaders, and during voter registration, you will not do anything. So you need to also put in the work. If you want something to be done, you have to also work towards it for the betterment of it. Yeah, that's what I have to say. So Edith, what about you?
Okay, please. Another thing is, aside from us saying vote your conscience, if you really want to make a change, don't sit in your house during election time. Go out to vote. Don't say I vote and no vote. Who won win go win. Have that hope that anything, you see, change is one constant thing. Anything can happen even within a second.
That's true.
So let's go out as Nigerians, vote our conscience, and don't sit at home. Don't send people go and vote for me. Please try as much as you can. Nigerian, the safety and the growth of Nigeria lies in our hands. Let's help the government, even as we hope they will help us.
Let's help the government. Wow, nice one. Are they helping us?
We hope.
Good one.
we hope the airport.
Let's help the government. Are they helping us?
We
I
hope.
don't know, but it is what it is. Okay, Bria, this would be a good place to wrap up the show on newspaper review on Rise and Shine on African Renaissance Television. You know, we still do this again tomorrow. Don't forget to follow us on our social media page. Keep telling friends about SRTV just like a chain. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about SRTV. And don't forget to leave us with your thoughts. Let's get to know what you think. I remain your girl, Marival Easy. See you tomorrow. Bye. The government actually sent a lot of military troops to come to their border because they actually attacked even their military base, attacked them, leaving one of the police personnel injured. The food did not digest well because we are scared. If we cannot